Hi, I'm Phyllis Hintz.
And I'm Lamont Mackey.
And we're the Cooking Ladies.
And today we're coming from Llano Grande Lake Park and Country Club in the Rio Grande Valley of Texas. We're using a 1015 onion in our recipe that Phyllis is going to put together. They're called 1015s because they are planted October 15th.
They're the best. If you can get them, use them. They're great.
So the recipe is French onion soup using the 1015 onion.
Right. You ready? Okay, put that on there. So we're gonna do a couple tablespoons of olive oil in the bottom of this pot, and then we have cut these onions into pieces, like onion rings, and then cut them in quarters just so that they're nice and fine, and you don't want too chunky onions. So there, we'll put those in.
I am the guardian of the onions.
You be the guardian of the onions. I'm going to get this bowl over here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix in this bowl. I'm going to put beef broth. And I'm going to put 4 cups of beef broth in there. So we have 3 or 4 onions in there, and some 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and 4 cups of beef broth. And to that beef broth, I'm going to add, it has to be French, it has to be
red wine.
Red wine. I'm going to add here about 4 ounces of red wine, and pour that in. And I'll give it a little stir. And then a little bit of Worcestershire sauce, just to give it that zazz, and 1 bay leaf. Now the bay leaf you want to take out before you serve it, but it really adds a nice flavor to that soup. Put that in, and then a little bit of pepper. Okay, now that's all we're going to do for now. And so the recipe is on our website, www.thecookingladies.com, and so you can go there and get the exact ingredients for the French onion soup. And we're going to pour this in there on top of those onions.
Good.
What's going to happen here is we're going to bring that to a boil. Those onions have already cooked so that they're tender. Now we put the liquid on and we have to bring the heat back up, and we're going to bring them to a boil in there. And now when they're at a boil, because we just like to give that flavor just one little zap at the end, because we already put beef broth in there, but now we get a bouillon cube. Now if you have a large bouillon cube, that's great. If you have a couple little bouillon cubes like that, you'll want to use probably 2 of them. And what I do is I just take a little knife, because that's going to boil there now, and I can take a little knife, and I want to break it up a bit, because otherwise, if I don't do that, it's going to be hard to dissolve. But once that's boiling, and if you break that bouillon cube up into pieces like that, and just cut it like that, then what I can do is I can just put that in the soup and give it a good stir once it's boiling. You think it's boiling yet?
Well, what I want to tell you is I smell red wine and onion. It smells wonderful already.
Yeah. And you know what? If you make this ahead of time, it's even better the next day. Put it in your refrigerator, and those flavors, it's incredible the next day.
And we've been known to freeze it.
Yeah, that's right. So what we're going to do is I'm going to add this bouillon cube to it, and then we're going to turn the heat down, and we're going to let it kind of simmer for about 20 minutes to half an hour. Have anything in those bowls?
No, I have not. This is going to be croutons, and this is going to be cheese.
Yeah. We have to do the croutons and the cheese now.
That's right. So you'll be ready for you by the time you're there.
All right.
All set up in my bowl.
Oh, man, this looks good. Smells good.
Oh, doesn't it?
Okay, here we go. Ready? I'll just put this here, and then it'll make some room for you to
That's excellent.
finish it off. How's that? Look at those. Oh. And sometimes, if you like more liquid, you can add a little bit more beef broth to it. But we like lots of onions in our onion soup, as you can see.
What would you like first, cheese or croutons?
Let's put the croutons on first.
There you go.
Okay, now you can make your own, or you can buy them, buy seasoned ones or plain ones. We just put them all kind of over the top, because this is kind of hot. And ready, that cheese should melt then, hopefully.
Now, for the sake of demonstration, too, we've gone with the pre-shredded
really
Parmesan.
finely shredded. So this is Parmesan cheese. Now, sometimes we use either a finely shredded mozzarella, which is really nice, because you know what that happens in the soup? It goes, like they're all stringy inside the soup, and that's really good. Or also a white cheddar.
Yes.
A little shredded white cheddar is nice. Or mix them all together and just put it, and then you'll have the
colors,
I would
flavors?
put more cheese on that.
Okay, I can do that.
Yes, let's do more cheese.
Do you have a spoon?
I do. I have 2 spoons.
Well, that's very clever. Oh, that is so incredibly
That
good.
is so good.
It is.
Let's just eat it all.
Okay,
Okay,
bon appetit.
bon appetit.